Today's show is sponsored by the ABV Barrel Shop. The ABV Barrel Shop is located in the St. Louis metro community of Arnold, Missouri. The ABV Barrel Shop is focused on one thing, single barrels. Best of all, you can try before you buy. Head over to abvbarrelshop.com to sign up for their email and text distribution so you know what they have in stock, what classes are coming up, and who from the industry may be coming in to visit. The ABV Barrel Shop. It's where single barrels live. We are also sponsored by the Bar to Go. The Bar to Go offers traveling minibars that are no bigger than a small purse or toiletry bag. Best of all, they are fully customizable so you can create the perfect piece that is unique for you. If you own your own business, what a fun and unique way to promote what you do. Check them out online at thebar2go.com. That is the number 2 in the Bar to Go. If you have wholesale questions, call my friend Isabel Clark at 504-481-1297. Finally, we are sponsored by the Neely Family Distillery. NFD is a family-owned business that keeps ringing up awards in the spirits world. Head to Sparta, Kentucky to experience the family history, award-winning spirits, and meet the Neely family. Check them out online at neelyfamilydistillery.com. Now, on to the show.
Let's drink!
Welcome to the Bourbon Daily, the podcast about everything bourbon delivered to you every day of the week. Today on the show, we talk about some iconic American brands that aren't whiskey to see if our big name bourbon brands belong in that group. My name is McNeil. Please join me in welcoming my co-host, Steve Akeley, along with our special guests, Kathy Cool, Justine Mays, and Lenny Eckstein.
Hey, gang, what's up?
Hello.
Hey, so yeah, we're going to be talking about iconic brands, and the idea is to throw some things out there, and then we'll talk about some of the iconic bourbon brands and do they fit in the same category? Are they that level of iconic? We'll get to that after the break. For right now, though, Lenny said there's something he wanted to talk about. What is that, sir?
Yeah, well, so I kind of like the opportunity that when I have an industry question, rather than just ask myself, I can ask other folks who have like a different angle, who aren't involved in my own distillery or the Colorado scene. And so I got a question for you guys. And
Okay.
I guess it starts out as, am I the asshole here?
Okay.
So
I go through a lot of that in my life. I get into situations where, I find myself addressing it, and then I always come across as the asshole, even though I think I'm coming from the. I could talk about something after the break that happened to me today that I called someone out on, and at the end of it, I guarantee they're walking around and be like, "That motherfucker is an asshole.
Exactly.
He is an asshole."
Yes.
And the person they're telling the story to or agreeing to it, they're like, "Oh my God, yeah, he is an asshole." Jesus, I'll talk about it after the.
And I would be totally okay with being that asshole. I just don't think I am. So I kind of want your guys' opinion. Now, this is a two-part question. So I'll throw you out one question. I'm curious your response, and then I'll give you the rest of the question in a second part. So here's the thing, and again, relevant to the world of whiskey. So if a whiskey is sourced and blended and finished, is the entity that produces the whiskey entitled to be called a distillery?
How we want to answer what legally? Legally, yes. Should it be? No.
Sure.
Should it
but
be?
Like,
no.
Because like to me, I don't have a problem with what anyone's doing, but I do have a problem when there's confusion.
Right.
And in this instance, and I won't get into the details, I was confused. But when I see distillery, to me that means you're making some product.
Correct.
Yeah.
I have a very clear answer for this.
Okay.
What is it?
If we like their whiskey, they can be called a distillery. If we do not like their whiskey, they cannot be called a distillery.
Okay.
Fair.
So we vote.
And this is all very personal.
Okay. Fair enough.
Okay, on this. Also, Lenny's bust is bothering me because that blue looks like Amazon blue, and I feel like you should be.
I'll take it off. Say less.
Why did that bother her?
Support Amazon. It's
You
not
look
even
like an
here.
Amazon worker.
Oh. Okay.
Sorry. It was very distracting to me.
What if he did work Amazon? He just had to pick up a couple extra bucks on the side.
Yeah. Don't be shaming a man.
Right.
Work is
It's just very distracting to me.
He's contributing to society. So.
It's a problem. But no, I'm with KK on that. If it's good, do you. If it's shitty, then I'm going to kind of be an asshole about it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, let's say it's good. I mean, giving the benefit of the doubt, I've never had said product. To me, and I see this a lot, maybe I'm oversensitive to it, and maybe I'm the asshole. When someone posts something like, what are your favorite Colorado distilleries? And they cite a brand that that's bringing in whiskey from
Does
Kentucky.
it start with the...
No, it doesn't matter who it is, and it probably doesn't. And I have very little knowledge of the brand. It's just I'm trying to get my head around it because I'm in the midst of a conversation.
I'm with you, because you're making real shit start to finish. Like, I think there should be different categories and awards where, like, hey, this is a real craft distillery. They're doing start to finish, or this is sourced. I think there needs to be like a very different.
What McNew's saying sounds simple, but it gets cloudy. It gets murky. It gets murky because then you get what I mean by that is then you get there's a whole army of distilleries that put in a little still that is pumping out a barrel a week that they really put aside and never really intend to do anything with it. Maybe down the road it'll be a gift shop thing. The public at large, distribution will never see it. So then is that the workaround where they can be called distilleries? Same as Lenny, who's working every day. You know, he's dumping corn, he's making mash, doing all the cooking, all that kind of stuff. It's tough.
Semantics for sure.
Right, it is.
But Steve, you bring up a good point because, like, one that I happen to favor, like Buzzard's Roost. They have a still, but their brand is Buzzard's Roost Bourbon or Buzzard's Roost Whiskey. I don't know exactly how they structure it.
Yeah.
So I guess my point in question is like, you know, if they were to frame themselves as Buzzard's Roost Distillery, you'd be like, you must make whiskey, right? You know, like, and they probably make a little.
They do make a little, yeah.
Okay, so here's part two of the question, and I appreciate the input so far because I think maybe I am partially an asshole about this. What if said distillery doesn't make any whiskey whatsoever and has no intention to do so, but their branding is such and such distillery?
Rip Van Winkle Distillery, one of the most iconic American distilleries, doesn't distill anything. They are a completely sourced brand that does the Pappy Van Winkle, and of course Rip Van Winkle, old Rip they've got. I think that sits atop the ones that.
That's a great call.
Right.
Okay, so like forget my situation. I think that words have to have meanings, and a distillery is a thing. Yeah. A brewery is the thing. A bakery is the thing. You know, if I walk into a place and they call themselves a bakery, but they don't actually make anything, they just buy it from another bakery down the road. I don't know. I don't want that, and I don't want that in the world.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but it probably happens. There's probably brands of bread that do that exact same thing. We know it happens in beer, like Pabst Blue Ribbon is that one that they don't actually make anything themselves. They have Coors do it for them. And, so you think, oh, there's the Pabst Blue Ribbon brewery. Well, in reality, they just source it. So it's kind of the same thing.
I don't think it's the same thing, though, in the sense of like PBR doesn't hang their hat on being like, come visit our brewery. Right. They're the brand, and the brand is okay. We have no problem with that.
They hang their hat on being cheap and available. That's what they're doing.
So does Rip Van Winkle. They don't ever act like, hey, come up and see us or anything. They don't have any place.
I think that's a little deceptive. I think it gets more amplified the smaller the brand gets, I guess. Do you guys feel that way?
No, I agree with you. Yeah.
I do think that there's rampant consumer confusion. They literally will think that that places are making that stuff. And again, they throw all common sense aside either. I don't get it. They'll be like, man, I really like this new bourbon from ABC Distillery. I'm just making that up. ABC Distillery. It won like best whiskey in the world. It's this 14-year-old whiskey. It's awesome. I'm like, that distillery's 3 years old. Yeah, but they're the ones that made it. That's the distillery. Like, no, I do the math here, dude. What do you think it's been behind the scenes just sitting on this? No, they're buying stuff. They didn't make that at all. They're just.
And like part of my issue in this particular situation, and I'm still trying to get my head around it, is I engaged in commenting to the extent that Steve, something you said earlier, like if somebody makes a barrel a month. Obviously, that's not meaningful production,
right?
And their whiskey's not going to get out there.
Correct.
One example would be, I know Old Elk has made whiskey. I've never had it, but I'm very curious to try it.
Really?
So yeah, like they've got stills, they make whiskey, but they also blend, and they're fairly relatively, and they've been acquired since. But that's not who I'm talking.
I don't think
about.
they were transparent at all. But
okay,
back
maybe
in the
they're
day,
not.
Back in the day,
they're not. That's that. Oh, they're
that's old. That's different management, different ownership.
Acquired, whatever. More to the point, a brand out here, I did not know their branding says distillery. I did not know they didn't make any whiskey. So as they're opening a new tasting room, maybe an hour from me, I posted a comment saying like, I wonder if they'll serve up their own whiskey there. I'd be very curious to try it. And I got an email from the owner who was very annoyed at me for that.
Really?
Did you not know?
I didn't know. Legitimately, I didn't know. Now, I don't want to get into the drama. He was like, I told you we didn't make whiskey. And maybe he didn't. I forgot. I don't know. But
Probably
I didn't
that
know.
day you were walking through that place and you took the gummy.
No, I don't
know the story. He was walking through a conference room and he took a gummy and then flipped out.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Yeah, you.
I took a dummy.
A gummy, not a dummy.
Oh, a gummy. That did happen.
Gummy, yes.
I took a dummy. What the hell does that
No,
even
that was
mean?
at a bar. Yeah, that was at. It was at.
Oh,
It
at a
was
bar.
at an event. But yeah, I did.
Yeah.
He did.
I didn't
That's
flip
when
that.
he
I just ran
explained
away.
it to you. It was that night.
No, it wasn't that night.
Was that night?
It doesn't. I guess it doesn't even matter. I just like. I was like very.
We're with you, man.
Whoa! I thought you guys made whiskey.
I think him
distillery.
getting all up in arms is his issue.
Yes.
He's the one that's all.
I think the owner's response is everything. Like, because he was cool, he was chill. He's like, yeah, no, you're right. That would be fine. But he wanted to like have an issue that says everything. So
it shows you that in reality he's trying to be sneaky, and you kind of exposed what he's trying to hide. I think.
Yeah,
and that's
maybe.
That's what causes.
I don't know. I mean, like, I'm sure they're like the owner and their employees are all awesome in terms of like their individual personalities. I don't know.
And
I
being
guess
an hour away from you, that's an opportunity to draw more people to your place.
yeah, whatever it is. I mean, it's just, but like I guess I'm still after almost 15 years stuck on like transparency is you can say it or you can be it, and it's not that hard. Like there's bottles out there that are sourced and very transparent, and there's no mistaking it. And then there's the other thing. I don't know. I don't understand how we're still here. I guess it's a weird, very weird.
The honesty of it all to be like, hey, we sourced this till we could do our own thing. That's fine.
Or never. Like we've got brands like Dark Arts who I'm blown away by, and there's no.
They just had their 7-year anniversary party where they're like, hey, this is ours. This is what we made. This is our thing. It took them so long to get to where they could release their own things when they used to just blend. And they did wonderful blends and they do wonderful things on their own. And you just be honest. Like, why lie? Why lie?
Why lie? There you go. There you go. Don't be deceitful. That's the bottom line. On that note, guess what, gang? It's time to drink. What is everyone drinking? I'm going to go first. I got a Sazerac 125 here. Picked this up at the gift shop when I was doing a barrel pick a while back. Let's see what we got here. Is there life left in this cork? Let's see. Not really. No.
Aww. It was
very
a
sad.
Cute little cork pop.
Okay, there we go. She's just making fun of me. All right. Fair enough. Fair enough. Justine, you're next. You look ready to go.
I have Buzzard's Roost. This is the Char 1 rye.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay, that was a nice for a bottle that is about halfway empty, I'd say. Maybe not quite halfway. Good cork pop for sure. She has the lead. KK is up next. KK, what do you got?
I'm going to open up some Wollersheim bourbon, bottled and bond.
Okay. Okay. That was close. I think Justine's was louder, so I think we're going to have her still in the lead. McDou's
You're
next.
bitter that I made a joke about your cork pop.
Exactly. You could have won that, Kathy, but you had to be that way.
I really did think it was a cute little cork pop.
Okay. Fair enough.
Really not doing shit with this. I have a Yellowstone toasted. It's not going to do anything, but...
Yeah, it didn't do anything.
Oh,
Squeaked.
okay.
Squeaked a little bit. Lenny, you're last but not least. Justine has the lead, but you have yet to go. What do you got?
Yeah, I don't really have anything to pop, but it still might beat McNews. Just have a cylinder of what I finished blending right before the show. I've been working on this bourbon blend all week. And I just finished it up. So.
Okay, well, that's pretty cool.
Has this ever been done? That looks like a Danny Kennard.
This is
It does. I'm not going to drink all this. There's, it's not that much, but 90 milliliters.
Okay.
It's a little,
that's a lot.
That's a lot. Now that non-pop.
That's definitely the most unique one for sure. So cheers to Justine and Lenny with his blend. All right. We'll take a quick. How is it, Lenny? Is it there?
I'm very proud of it. Yeah, I like how it resolved. So, yes, I'm happy about it.
Fair enough. We'll take a quick break, and then when we come back, we're going to talk about iconic American brands. We're not going to focus on whiskey, but at the end, we'll see if we think that our favorite whiskey brands can hang with those. We'll do that in just a few. Okay, let's talk about the people that make these shows happen. First up is the Stave and Thief Society. Via their in-person class at Moonshine University in Louisville, Kentucky, the Stave and Thief Society is the place where you, a bourbon enthusiast, can expand your knowledge and emerge an executive bourbon steward. In 2017, I completed my executive bourbon steward certification. It's the most comprehensive bourbon certification available and connects you with an expansive network of bourbon enthusiasts and professionals. Check out the full listing of in-person and online certifications and join the society today by enrolling at staveandthief.com. Speaking of executive bourbon steward certification, the ABV Barrel Shop in St. Louis, Missouri has developed a unique partnership with the Stave and Thief Society to offer a preparatory class to assist you in getting your executive bourbon steward certification. This prep class costs only $25 and is available to take live or online via Zoom. Graduates of our class receive a coupon code good for 15% off your executive bourbon steward certification held in Louisville, Kentucky. This saves you almost $90. Additionally, you can collaborate with fellow attendees to split travel costs when you go to Louisville. If you're interested in signing up for the class, simply head over to abvbarrelshop.com and check out the classes and events page. Last but not least, we are sponsored by Neely Family Distillery. Royce Neely is the 11th generation distiller in one of America's oldest distilling families. A visit to Neely Family Distillery takes you through family history, where you can see all the artifacts and newspaper clippings through the years from this family that started distilling in America after James Neely arrived from Northern Ireland in 1740. Today, Royce Neely and his team are crafting some of the best spirits in America. Their bourbon and absinthe offerings keep winning top honors in the spirits competitions. Recently, their absinthe made history as the first platinum winner in the absinthe category at the San Francisco Spirits Competition. Neely Family Distillery is definitely a bucket list destination if you are a bourbon fan. Learn more about their spirit offerings, visiting their facility, and the awards they have collected over at NeelyFamilyDistillery.com. And now, back to the show.
Welgie.
And you're listening to the Bourbon Daily.
Welcome back to the Bourbon Daily. Today we're talking about iconic American brands, and I really need Steve to explain. So.
What an iconic brand is?
No, I know what that is, but I don't know how it pertains to whiskey. So
right. So we're starting out by just naming what we think are iconic brands, American brands. What are things that to me, an iconic, known globally, Levi's. Levi's jeans are known around the world as being, and they represent Americana. They are, it's an iconic American brand for sure.
They almost became luxury, but they were like founded by like the dudes that were like out there digging gold in California.
Right. They were working person's outfit at first, and
yes, but Wranglers not iconic.
Not iconic, no.
No, but also like we could throw Carhartt in there too. People want to wear Carhartts but not do the work.
Have the look.
Yes.
Coca-Cola and Pepsi.
Yeah, those are iconic brands. Known global. Nike.
You know, Adidas was like two brothers like fucking fighting, which is.
What did you say?
Adidas and.
But no, she didn't say that.
Well, yeah. Right. Okay. She left too long of a pause.
She didn't say that.
No.
Right.
But Adidas
Also-
and two brothers.
Isn't that a German brand?
Adidas?
I don't know.
I think
Sounds like it. Sounds like it. I don't know if it is or
Probably.
What
Who knows?
I think
about
it's pronounced Adidas.
not.
Hershey's?
Hershey's, yes,
That's a
for
good
sure.
one. Yeah.
Iconic. Definitely American. Hershey, Pennsylvania. A whole town named after it.
Yes, and an amusement park. And then we have Coca-Cola out of Georgia.
What?
Coke.
Coke. It's already been said, but yes, okay.
I'm gonna go in a
Ford
different
and
direction.
GMC.
Yeah, Ford and GMC.
I would say Harley.
Harley, yeah,
Very
yeah,
American.
that's definitely up there for sure, for sure. I don't know what else could be in there. I mean,
Pillsbury?
Pillsbury, yeah.
I don't know if that's not Swedish.
No, my cousin used to like
I
have.
don't know what it is now. It definitely started as American Pillsbury.
You know that like people used to like have like themed kitchens in the 90s. My cousin had like a Pillsbury Doughboy themed kitchen.
Okay.
What does that mean?
Like it's just decorated. Everything was Pillsbury.
Plates? Did he have the plates?
The plates and like
That's very weird.
pins and
Cookie
like,
jar? Cookie jar?
Yeah, the cookie jar was a thing. Yes,
I bet you could get wallpaper.
Yes, she
Pillsbury
had,
Doughboy wallpaper?
she had that too. It was a
Really?
Doughboy kitchen.
Would
for sure.
Hostess or Wonder Bread be an iconic American brand?
Well,
No,
probably.
maybe
But
Probably.
McDonald's would.
Yeah, McDonald's definitely would be.
for sure.
Sadly, but yes, but you got to put it out there. Kentucky Fried Chicken that's known globally. I mean,
I know.
you think of the food or not, it doesn't matter. It's an iconic brand.
It's a whole holiday in Japan.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Their Christmas apparently is.
It's also in India too. It's a big thing. Kentucky Fried Chicken. One of our customers came in one time and he said that I guess they might do that at like Thanksgiving or something like American Thanksgiving. They go out to KFCs. If I remember correctly, I don't want to say anything wrong, but I think that's how.
The last time I like knew where a KFC was or went to one, but they make that their Christmas. It's insane work.
Yeah, that's a thing.
And, I would say Smith and Wesson. Pretty
Smith,
American.
yeah,
Ooh,
oh for
good.
sure.
Okay.
That's a good one. That's a good one. I like Tabasco because I think that is known globally, and it's kind of a cool American. It's definitely worth going and visiting if you're ever.
Is that American or is it Mexican?
It's
American.
Louisiana, right?
Yeah, it's Louisiana. Yeah,
Yes.
On Avery Island in Louisiana. If you ever go visit there, it's cool.
Okay.
It's like the whole island is dedicated because there's like a salt mine on there. So the salt that they use is there. They can grow the plants there, and initially that's where they grew the plants. Now they have to grow them like all over, and they do grow a lot of them to McNews Point in Mexico. The Tabasco plant is originally from Tabasco, Mexico, which is a place. So that's an iconic American brand. Cool one.
Taco Bell.
Taco Bell, probably. Yeah.
Taco Bell, yeah. Delta, the plane.
I thought you'd say Del Taco.
Also the faucets. We put Delta on a lot of fucking things. We have faucets and planes that
Yeah.
And dental.
and dental.
And dental.
Yeah.
We use Delta for a lot of shit over
Yeah.
here.
Yeah. So that's good.
Is
It's the symbol
GE
for change.
American?
G is American, yeah, for sure. Yeah. So that's definitely an American brand.
Yeah.
Yes. So do our biggest brands kind of fit in with those? Do the Jack Daniels and Jim Beams fit in with that? Are they big enough to be iconic like those other brands?
When I was in college, we had a Japanese exchange student with us, and he drank nothing but wild turkey.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, wild turkey.
That
Absolutely.
one there. So like when you think whiskey, you're like, okay, Jack Daniels, Jim Beam, but Wild Turkey is absolutely up there with those.
Yeah.
With the people that aren't from here are like, yes, well,
Yeah, that's a good point.
Well, and if you're looking at like Japan, Four Roses certainly, was huge over there. I don't know what's going on now that they've sold. The Japanese owner of the company sold that. I don't know if that brand takes a hit over there or not. But traditionally, Japan has been a great market for American bourbon, and Four Roses is one of the big brands over there. So it's kind of all the big guys are iconic.
I think Deer Hammer.
Deer Hammer's up there. Deer
Way
Hammer.
up there.
American.
Yeah. Great American brand.
Funny story about Deer Hammer that happened today. I got, you get notifications if you set it up that way from like Google results.
Yeah.
Somebody posted a review, so I got a notification. I read it, and I thought it was awesome. He was like, it's really awesome to try a whiskey that has like no hype, never heard of them. Just trying whiskey straight from the little guy. I was like, does he know me? Come on here.
Was that a shot on your height?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not sure.
I thought I like that. I thought it was good.
That was good. It's fun to see. So that's cool. Darren tells the story of the Deer Hammer name all the time. I don't even know if he has it right, but he tells the story anytime someone asks about Deer Hammer. Yeah.
It was a crazy woman who lived in town, right?
Yeah,
I don't know if she was really crazy, but that's
company or not company, but city founders. Is what he says. Yeah,
I think she was just kind of kooky.
Yeah, kind of kooky. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Ms. Deerhammer. So, classic name for sure. So we agree they fit, right? I mean,
I think they do.
Our bourbon brands are a big part of America, and that's why it bothers me that there's people reveling in the fact that they think that bourbon's going down the tubes and all that. It's a big part of us, America, our country, our economy.
It's everything like Nike, Four Roses, Nike, Jack Daniels, Nike.
I want all those companies to do good, right? It's good for America for them to do well. So and
the at risk of like bringing up the embattled Uncle Nearest folks, I did like the commentary about, hey, enough of the agave stuff. Support your own goddamn American spirit. Like that's not how she said it, but I was like, you know what? She's got a fucking point. Right. Tequila's cool. It doesn't have to go anywhere. But hey, man, this is our national spirit.
Right.
Get on board. Enough of this, like exploring. Yeah.
Right. So there you go. Well, there you go. Just wanted to do this as an exercise and as a reminder how important these companies are, and they sit alongside our most important companies in the country. So let's take care of them. Let's support them, and let's do our thing, and let's not take shots at them. We don't need that. All right, we'll wrap this one up as we always do by talking about where people can find us. Kathy, we'll start with you. Where can people find you?
You can find me on Instagram at KK
All right, Lenny.
You can find me and the rest of Deer Hammer on social media at Deer Hammer, on the web at deerhammer.com. You can also order our whiskey there, shipped straight to your door.
All right, Justine.
You can find me on Instagram at JA_Maze.
McNew.
I'm on Instagram at McNew ABV.
All right, for me, I'm an easy guy to find. I'm at Steve Akeley across all social media. It is abvnetwork.com where we put our content. It's abvbarrelshop.com if you want to learn about what's going on at St. Louis's own ABV Barrel Shop. Again, abvbarrelshop.com. And also check out YouTube channel, Bourbon Sasquatch. We got some good videos out there. It's a good time for sure. I think you'll enjoy it. More and more people coming in saying they enjoy the videos, so I'm going to keep doing them. And again, Bourbon Sasquatch on YouTube. McNew, anything else to say before we get out of here?
I'd like to remind the audience to please give us a 5-star review. That includes comments. It helps new people find the show, which is very important to us. And if you like what we're doing, we ask that you please visit our Patreon page at patreon.com/the ABV Network.
Great job today, gang. For audience, we'll have a brand new show for you tomorrow. Looking forward to that. Until then, take care, everybody. See ya.
Bye.
Peace. Before we let you go, let's talk about one last thing. The ABV Barrel Shop in the St. Louis community of Arnold, Missouri. The ABV Barrel Shop is focused on a couple of things. First of all, single barrels. We are the place where single barrels live. We go to distilleries, taste through the whiskey, select the best barrel, and have it shipped to our store where we present it to you, our customers, by allowing you to try before you buy. We're also known for the classes that we have in our education center in the store, as well as the events we have with industry professionals from the bourbon business. If you are in the St. Louis area, please come by and visit us at 6 Fox Valley Center in Arnold, Missouri. Or at a minimum, at least sign up for our email and text distribution so you know exactly what's going on in our shop over at abvbarrelshop.com. This is Steve Akeley, owner of the ABV Network, signing off. We thank you for listening to our programming and truly appreciate your support.
The Bourbon Daily is part of the ABV Network. For more information or to become a sponsor, please visit abvnetwork.com. Thanks for listening and cheers.
This has been a Steve Akeley production.